3, 4. Can you tell by my walk? Can you hear it in my talk? I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. Oh, come on. Can you see in my eyes? It should come as no surprise. I'm barely cool. I'm barely cool. The barely cool. The barely cool. No, the barely cool. The barely cool. Yeah, the barely cool. The barely cool. No, the barely cool. Yeah, come on now. Welcome back to the Barely Cool Podcast. It's your host, Ben Revley, back at it again. Judah, not here. Just like last week, Judah was by himself. Now I'm by myself. Judah's on a cruise. He's always on a cruise. Why is it like, I feel like all the time that guy's on a cruise. But he's on a cruise somewhere, I don't know, in Florida or Caribbean or something. I don't know. It's apparently a pretty good deal. So he jetted off. He's on a cruise. So he left me here to fend for myself in this week's podcast. You know, I've never really been into cruises. He didn't really like offer me an invite, so it doesn't matter. Like, must say I lost in the mail or something. But I've never really been into cruises anyway, so it's totally fine that he didn't invite me. But I'm here now, and not on a cruise. So today, guys, because we're all by ourselves, I thought, you know, Judah's not here to tell me that what to do anymore. So I'm totally gonna rock out and cook breakfast on the podcast. Yeah, that's my plan. You thought I was going to do unpopular opinions? No. Maybe later, though. All right. Here's how I want this podcast to work today. My hope is that you're at home right now and you're listening to this. You're watching it on your TV with your whole family cuddled up on the couch, because that's how I imagine people watch this podcast. And they pay 100% attention all the time, not just for 3 minutes and then turn it off, like my YouTube analytics would lead on. Anyways, watch this with your whole family. Get up right now, all right? Get some pots and pans. I don't care what time of day it is. Even if it's nighttime, it's breakfast time. We're going to make some breakfast, all right? I wanted to make a BLT, but I opened up my fridge this morning, and I discovered that, well, I don't have any spinach or arugula or really any lettuce of any kind. So I figured, you know, what's a BLT without lettuce? Just a BT. Not very good. So here's what we're going to do instead. I've got some female bacon on the side here. I'm going to have some eggs on a little bagel, a little bagel Ben. And then I think I might whip some little potatoes into the air fryer. That's what we're thinking here. So go on and get yourself some cooking materials, and let's cook together. So I'm just going to grab my pans here. Out of the pan container drawer. So, are you guys drop a comment down below if you are an avid cruise goer, because I would like to know, you know, exactly what is the deal with cruises. Why is everyone so on them? Here's the thing. I've been told that you can't feel the boat swaying. I get that. It's a big boat. I think subconsciously my brain would know that I'm on a boat and that it's in the water and it's swaying. And I think I might get sick from just that fact alone. But other than that, like, you're trapped on this boat with a bunch of people, like with thousands of people. And you can get off sometimes. But when you get off, it's... Make sure you're back here at a specific time, or we'll leave you behind in this foreign country with no passport unless you bring it off with you. You're going to have to go to your embassy if you're not back here in exactly 4 hours and 15 minutes. That sounds incredibly stressful to me. Even like if you're on some like Mediterranean cruise, you know, I should probably start heating these up. Even if you're on some like Mediterranean cruise and you flippin'... Actually, let me check on my female bacon. You're on some like Mediterranean cruise, and you're like, you know, you're docked in Venice or something, and I don't know if Venice is in the Mediterranean, but you know what I mean. You're docked somewhere in Europe, and you're so excited to explore, you know, Madrid or whatever, And they go, oh, 4 hours and 17 minutes and 25 seconds. You got to be back here. And it's like, come on, man. Okay, just give me a little extra time. But they'll leave you behind. They will. They'll just go on their boat. At least that's what I've heard. I've never actually been on a cruise. Judah didn't invite me, but it's, you know. I don't want to throw some butter on here right now, so I'm gonna olive oil it up just to get some lubrication on here. Let me get my eggs out. So, oh, that's right. I've got the farm fresh eggs. See this right here, guys? This right here, Mennonite eggs. Mennonite eggs. My father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my parents-in-law, they live up in the north, and they got some Mennonites near their house, and they make these eggs from chickens there. They poop them out there, and they go, well, you want them? And we go, yeah, and look, they're brown. Isn't that something? That's how you know they're real farm fresh eggs. You guys got sun shining on you, so I just want to make sure you're not getting too shined on and reflective and glary. Believe it or not, it's March, 20th today, and there's a nice fresh layer of snow out there, which drives me literally insane, but, nothing I can do about that. Anyways, we're going to get some female bacon prepped and ready to go here, and then we'll get our potatoes going in the old air fryer. So I'm just going to put my mic down for a second. Just sit tight. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. That is some unfrozen female bacon. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay, here we go. What the frick, man? Is this glued on? Open up. Oh, yeah, got it. Oh, yeah. We're having some female bacon today. Now, you know what? You guys can move around with me. We have that luxury because you are on a tripod. So I'm just gonna give you the VIP experience today, and you can come and move around with me. So I'm gonna bring you with me over here. Now we might let's put you up a little bit. We might get a little bit of backlighting here, unfortunately, because it's backlit. So don't worry, we're only going to be here for a little bit to cut some tates. So make sure, guys, if you haven't already, you should have your stuff ready to go. Breakfast is getting going, and so that we can really get going here. I'm just going to go grab my air fryer. Got a Ninja air fryer here. We're not sponsored by them, so I'm not really going to do an ad read for them, but Ninja air fryer. Apparently the other one, the rather popular brand, I don't know which one it was. I think it starts with some other popular brand got recalled this week because they were blowing up or something or setting on fire. So Ninja's the way to go. Get yourself a Ninja air fryer. Let me put this over here and not crush my Mennonite eggs. Talking to myself. Get in there. Get in the plug. Get in the plug. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I think this mic is, let's just bring this whole little table along with me just in case. Don't want to, destroy the mic. That wouldn't be good. So I don't have very many potatoes left, but we're going to cut them in something like quarter inch piece or something. So, they're growing some stuff. I only have 4 potatoes left? What the heck? Okay, guys. Not a huge potato thing today. Thought I had some more, but that's okay. We're going to do with what we got. So, you know what? I'm going to stick this somewhere. Can you hear me? Hopefully. Cutting some potatoes. Kind of growing some new potatoes on them, so we're just going to cut those off. This is the greatest, isn't it? Making breakfast together. You know, a couple of pals. Just cutting up some taters, if you can hear me. You can hear those pans getting nice and hot. Oh yeah. Life's coming at us here. Nice and quick. You know what I find, guys? Sometimes in the mess of life, it can get really intense and going. Sometimes all you got time for is a little PB&J Sammy on the way out of the house. I urge you, sit and make some breakfast slowly at a leisurely pace, and you'll be surprised how you feel after. So let's do that together in this moment. Sorry, just mixing my little oil around. And let's have this moment together to do that. Okay? So get some stuff out. One more second. See ya. Gotta cut my potatoes again. Let's make them nice and small, nice and cubed, so as they will cook quickly. Voila! Potatoes. Let's get them into a little bowl here so I can wash them. So how's everyone's week been? Good? That's good. You know, this is more of a conversation for when Judah's here, but you guys hear measles back? Crazy stuff. And you know what? I've been pretty frustrated about this whole measles thing all week. And listen, I understand that it's kind of a soft subject for some people, this whole, vaccination thing. You know what? I'm just going to talk about this on the podcast today, and that's okay. I know it's a soft subject, vaccination. You know what? Well, before I get into it, hold that thought. Let me grab my spices. Garlic powder. Gotta have your garlic powder. It's a go-to. I know we're making it in the air fryer, so we don't really need a bunch of oil, but frick it, I like oil. Makes the potatoes nice and crispy. Get them all nice and oiled up. Let's get a little, jeez. It's okay, everything's fine. Get a little salt on there. Nice and salted up. A little garlic powder. A little pepper. Excellent. Shake them around in our little mixing bowl. Should get them nice and oiled up. Perfect. Let's get them in the air fryer. Oh, forgot about the top of my salt. I think we're sufficiently heated up on our things over there, so we gotta get some stuff going on them. Let's go 400 degrees. Give me 400. Let's go 5 minutes so I can shake them a little bit. Air fryer's going. Let's bring you over here with me. Get rid of that backlighting. In fact, you know what? Let's just put you back at where you were. Everything looks good there. Everything looks good in town. All right, let's make sure you can see me over here at my thing. We're going to get some female bacon going. Don't mind that nice noise of the air fryer in the background. That just means it's working. Bear with me for a second. Come on. Got it. Got it. We're good. It's cooking in here now. It's cooking. Let's get that in there for now. Let's get these eggs rocking. Eggs time. You guys aren't too sunny over there? Don't look too sunny. Let's get these eggs rocking. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Had to get some hands-free action going. We got our eggs going. We got our female bacon going. Mennonite eggs are in. Let me tell you something about Mennonite eggs, man. Holy, they make some good eggs over there in the Mennonite farms. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they put in it. Maybe no antibiotics, no, I don't know, whatever, no technology in the egg creation process. But boy, oh boy, do I like it. And honestly, when I see them ripping and rolling down the street up there in their little wagons pulled by their horses? Boy, does that seem like a good life. Does that seem like a life worth living? Now, I know some people might have an issue with this, but I'm going to break the yolks because I'm not looking for a real messy sandwich this morning. Because, I'm eating with you guys. I don't want to be messy. Don't want to be messy. All right. Going to grab a bagel. Got to put the mic down for a second, but sit tight. Don't go anywhere. Whoa, the air fryer's done. Time to spin. Oh, yeah, you're looking good in there, gentlemen. You're looking great. Get back in there. 5 more minutes. Probably more than that, honestly, but that's okay. 5 more minutes, and then I'll stir you again. See how you're doing. 5 more minutes right now. So I got some great value bagels here. Not really my choice of bagel. It's not my go-to bagel, but it's what I've got today. Okay, so unfortunately, I have to go with it. If I can get this toaster plugged in, then we'll get it toasted up. Okay, apparently this toaster does not want to plug in. We're going to take it over to the other plug. Sometimes I have issues with my plugs. You know who's real good at getting the plugs to work? Judah Middle. I got this one to work. Let's get an old bagel in there. So, guys, hope you're enjoying this Making Breakfast with Ben experience so far. You know, probably would have been better to have a hands-free mic, but you know, you live and you learn. This air fryer is making it hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. But I won't do that because this is going on the internet. All right, let's get these eggs flipped. Oh, it broke. That's okay. I didn't break the yolks, but it's pretty hot in there, so they're gonna cook right all the way through. How's our P-mail doing? Yeah, you're going to need some more time on your sides there, boys. That's okay. We got the time for you. We make time here in the Rowley household. So, back to cruises. They really freak me out. Oh, you know what? I was talking about measles. Let me just, once again, make sure you guys aren't too sunny where you are. No, you're not. You're not too sunny. I was talking about measles. Okay. Usually I wouldn't really get into this kind of stuff. Listen, okay. I'm speaking to some, I understand that, COVID, it probably got a little darker in here. COVID hit, vaccines became a huge deal. All right, they rolled out this COVID vaccine real quick. We didn't know, if it was going to cause any problems. The government was kind of breathing down on us to get it. I got it. People fought back. In that moment, I understand why you might fight back. It's a nerve-wracking time. You don't really know what's going on. Now, I do not share the same sentiment when it comes to the MMR vaccine, measles, mumps, and rubella. We've been using it since the 60s, and it is perfect. Perfect! It basically eradicated measles. But then, people got on this anti-vax train, and it was worsened by COVID, and the fact that we basically eradicated measles created this opposite effect where now no one alive with children has experienced measles and how horrible it can be, especially for a child. And so now we've got this group saying, hey, we don't have to give our kids the MMR vaccine anymore. And now guess what? Measles is back. Way to go, guys. You brought measles back. And it was never really all the way gone. Pardon me for a second. Just need a plate. Now, yeah, it was never really all the way gone, mind you. I will admit that. But it was pretty much gone, especially in countries with developed healthcare systems. It was pretty much gone. So, the fact that it's back and, like, doctors in Canada are actually worried that we're going to have, like, another measles epidemic is pretty sad, guys, considering we have a vaccine that is, like, more safe, definitely more safe than measles itself. Way more safe. Go and get your kids vaccinated for measles. All right, this is not anywhere close to an anti-vax podcast. I am a pro MMR vaccine podcast. I would like to not see any of my future children get measles while they're. You can't get it till you're 12 months. Barring any sort of special circumstances. I would like not to have to defend my kid from measles for the first 12 months of their life. So go get your MMR vaccine, guys. I'm giving you for your kids. Oh yeah, we're getting toasty. Holy, we are getting nice and toasty. I give these guys maybe a minute, 2 minutes more. At 400. Let's go. Give you 2 more minutes. You know what? Honestly, 2 more minutes might be too much. They're getting pretty toasty in there. Let's go 1 more minute just to add a little bit more extra toast. And then we're good to go. This female bacon's taking its sweet dang time. Come on, gentlemen. You got to speed up for me here. I'm going to jack up the heat on you. Jacking up the heat. Get ready. The heat's being jacked up. You know what? Actually, I'm going to move you to the big boy burner. Let's do that. Maybe that'll motivate you to get going. Well, guys, sorry to get all controversial there, but I've been feeling very strongly about that this week. That it's been very frustrating for me to witness people fighting back against a vaccine that has effectively eradicated one of the most contagious and really awful diseases that we've ever dealt with in the history of humanity. So it makes me teensy-weensy bit frustrated to deal with that. How we doing, boys? Nice and toasty! All right, you stay in there. Keep warm. So, sorry to get controversial there. I don't have a butter knife. Are you kidding me? Clean? Oh boy. This is just great. I got to clean one real quick. Give me a second. While I'm gone, think about measles and how bad it is. Okay? 1 sec. I first realized that it was getting at least too comfortable or too bad for comfort the other day when I drove past the Barrie Hospital and they had a little sign out in front that said, like, think you've been exposed to measles, have symptoms, come get checked out. And I'm like, holy, we're there. We're warning people in front of our hospitals that if they get exposed to measles, they should come in. That's how scared we are of it. Get your vaccine. Okay. Sorry to get all political there, guys. Female bacon's almost done. We're buttering up the bagel here. Toss our potatoes on. And then it's breakfast time. You know what I'm saying? It's breakfast time. Give me 2 seconds. Not really feeling an overwhelmingly large amount of butter today. So we're gonna keep it low key with the butter. Get a couple of these eggs, egg boys, onto this bag here. And we're gonna have an extra egg. That's okay. I'll eat that on the side. Or you know what? I'll leave it for a little extra. Pardon me real quick. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Sorry. Pardon me. Apologies. There you go. Nice and comfy up there. Put that over there. How we doing, P-Mail? You cooking real nice? Oh, yeah, now you're getting crispy for me. That's right. You know I like it crispy. Let's take we're at the halfway point of the podcast here. We'll take stock of what's been happening so far. If you're just joining us, we've been making breakfast. Well, I've been making breakfast. I hope to God that everyone else has as well. But it's your life. I can't control it. It's your life. Let's get a little bit of water. Usually I'd probably do like a coffee here, but not really. I'm not really feeling a coffee today, if I'm being honest. So we're going to do a water. BRB. Okay. We're looking good. Looking real good. Let's get our potatoes onto our... Oh, wow. That was almost incredibly dangerous. I forgot the bottom of this thing comes out. 1 second. Oh, yeah. We're feeling good now, guys. Female bacon's going. Getting toasted up. Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. One done. Thanks for coming along. This would be a lot more boring to cook my breakfast without you here, if any of you have made it this far, because let's be honest, this has been a boring podcast. But if you have made it this far, congratulations. You're halfway through. And I hope that your breakfast is almost ready, because mine's almost ready, and we're going to eat together as bros, as pals. Okay? Cool. Oh, yeah, that's done. Let's get one more piece of female bacon on this bad boy, and then we're ready to rock. Oh, yeah. Ready to rock. Rock and roll. Let's put that on our extra plate. Just in case someone wants to join us, I've got some extra. In case you were wanting to join us. Just to let you know, got some extra. All right. Here we go. 1 second. Oh, yeah. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. Whoops. Grab a nap. Because, well, I'm not an animal. I eat with napkins. All right, let's bring this mic over. Stay here, okay? Hopefully you can see me real nice. You know what? Probably should go a little higher. Alrighty. Need this. Apologies. Okay, guys, so we made breakfast. Just the all of us. And now we're gonna eat it. Now, one of my favorite things to do with people is share a meal with them. I believe that there is something spiritual about it. There's something about sitting down with a couple of pals and sharing a meal, having a conversation. So I'm gonna pretend like you're here, like you're across the table from me right now, and I would hope that you have your meal, preferably breakfast, but really whatever you've prepared, and you're ready to sit down and have a conversation with your Uncle Ben about measles. So, I didn't vaccinate my kids. They're just fine. Well, one of them can't walk, but that's okay. Sorry. A little too real in the moment. These potatoes, solid. I love air fryers, right? I didn't have an I had an air fryer, but it was like a 14-in-1 instant pot. So it was very it was technically an air fryer, but not really like a good air fryer. And then my brother-in-law, he goes, "Hey, we're getting rid of our Ninja air fryer. We never use it." I go, "Whoa, Ninja, legit brand." And they go, "You want it?" I said, "Are you kidding me? Yeah, I do." And so I brought the Ninja air fryer home. And let me tell you, I love it. Shout out to Ninja. You know, if you're looking for a podcast to sponsor, let us be the first. If you don't already sponsor a podcast, I doubt you do, because your air fryer is pretty solid. I would love to shout it out for money, even though I just shouted it out for free. It's okay, though. That's a peek. A sneak peek, a preview. All right, guys. I'm going to dig into this sandwich, but I'm not going to be able to hold the mic while I do. So you're just going to have to watch me dig into the sandwich. Okay? Get ready. I'll try and set this up in a way where you can, I don't know. Hang on. Pardon me. You're going to go through my shirt, okay? Ooh, cozy in there, right? Cozy in there. Cozy in there. I'm going to try not to drip breakfast juice on my mic here, so I'm just going to move it out of the way. Here we go, guys. First bite of the Ben breakfast on the podcast. Can you hear that chewing right in my throat? I hope you can. Because that is a good sandwich. Great sandwich. Let's take you out of here. You don't want to hear this chewing the whole time. If you do, you can come over. Welcome back. That is a great, great sandwich. One of the best I've made, I believe. And you know why? Because you guys were here to do it with me. That's why I was able to make a good sandwich. How do you think Judah's doing right now? What do you think he's doing? I miss him. Probably sunbathing. Right on that deck. With an 85-year-old right next to him, lathering up sun lotion. That's what's happening right now. Hope you're enjoying that, Judah. What a guy. Last night,
I had to go to his house without him there to get this mic equipment. And being an idiot, what I am, I waited until 10 p.m. to go do it. So I got up onto his property and where he lives, and he's got landlords who live above him, and I was very, very scared that I was gonna wake up these people because I waited till 10 p.m. like an idiot. And so I tiptoed into the house, unlocked his door, got in there, and then grabbed the mics. I'm going out and putting my shoes on, and to my horror, what do I hear? Shuffling upstairs. Oh no, I've woken them up. They know Maddie and Judah are gone for the week. They must think I'm a burglar. So I hightailed it out of there. Boom, popped the lock on the door. Hopped in my car, put it into reverse, went down the driveway. As I'm going down the driveway, porch light comes on. Definitely thought I was a burglar. Paul and Kathy, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. I wasn't a burglar. Judah, if you got a text about it, no one burgled your house. It was me going to get the mics. You gave me the code to the door. It was a scary moment. I didn't want to disturb anybody. I didn't want anyone to think that their life was in danger. But I needed mics so that I could record this breakfast episode today. So I had to go do it. I had to get it done. So that's what I had to do. I don't like scaring elderly folk. Not something I like to do. This is nice. Just you and me. No Judah to be all loud. Do his little smirk. I'm Judah. Is that all I do when he's gone? I just make fun of him? Yeah, that's all I do. That and unpopular opinions. Let's get into some unpopular opinions. Just kidding. Except, I'm not just kidding. Are you a female bacon or are you a bacon kind of person? Now Judah's answer would be none. I like animals, and that's okay. That's fine if you like that. You know what I will say? When vegetarians and vegans come and say, and we're getting really political on this podcast today. They say, you ever seen the animals? Like, you ever actually seen them? Like the ones that you're eating right now. And to that, I'll say, honestly, you got me. The other day, I was driving, and I drove past a pig truck that was transporting pigs, and they were all just kind of in the back there, and their little nozzles were sticking out of the holes. And I'd say in that moment, I was the closest I've ever been to becoming a vegan, because I went, wow, look at those poor little pigs. Real squished together, kind of sad. But then I had bacon the next day, and it was really tasty. So here I am, back at square one. Tasty bacon. Try to think about the pigs don't think about the pigs in the truck. See the pigs in the truck. So you got me. Maybe in 2 years, the guilt will finally eat me alive, and I'll become a vegan. But for now, I'm going to continue eating my female bacon. And with that, it's time for another bite. Another bite! Oh yeah, I got like an entire egg yolk on that one. That was rich. That was very rich. I was like eating a carbonara. Good. Very good. Oh, guys. Now, to answer my previous question, I'd say I'm more of a female bacon guy, surprisingly. But it really depends on the time. like if we're talking BLTs, bacon just makes that sandwich obviously the best sandwich in the whole world. I think a BLT might just be the best sandwich. Like, you know, and I'm not counting some like crazy contraption that someone built. I'm talking like, you know, your classic sandwiches, your ham and Swiss, your BLT, you know, maybe like your Italian, a little like pepperoni on there or something. And like, you know, egg salad. You know, your classic sandwiches. If you can think of a classic sandwiches, something on rye. I feel like there's something on rye. Of your, and then your BLT. Of your classic sandwiches, what beats the BLT in my opinion? Definitely not a ham and Swiss. Like, yeah, sure, it's good. It's a classic, but it's not beating a BLT. Especially with like a nice arugula. Oh, I love arugula. You know, egg salad sandwich isn't beating your ham and or your BLT. The other sandwiches, whatever they put on rye, ain't beating your BLT. And you know why? Bacon is good, and tomato is good, and you know, spinach, which is what I use, or like arugula, romaine, whatever you put on it, is good. But you know what is the best? Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, it's truly an unbelievable food. How do they make mayonnaise so good? And why does it have to be so fattening? You know, if I had lettuce today, I wouldn't be making this sandwich here, although it is very tasty. I'd be making a BLT, and I'd slather in that bad boy in mayonnaise, because mayonnaise must have fallen from heaven. A Hellman's jar fell from heaven one day, and someone just recreated it. No human on this earth could have come up with mayonnaise. It had to have been a divine appointment. Love mayonnaise. If you don't like mayonnaise, grow up. Go eat some mayonnaise. How do you not like it? You know, eat it straight out of the jar for all I care. It's good stuff. Great stuff. Even if like you go to McDonald's, you get their junior chicken with their mayonnaise style sauce. Not actually mayonnaise, just mayonnaise style sauce. It's good too. It's not real mayonnaise. It's pretty yummy though. That's all I'm saying, guys. Just go get yourself some mayonnaise. Enjoy your life a little bit. It's fattening. Who cares? Enjoy your life. Now, we're coming up on the end of the podcast in the next couple of minutes. So I just wanted to thank you for coming along with me today, making breakfast. Now, if you just watched me make breakfast this whole time, I commend you if you're still here, because that would have been boring. Much like our movie podcasts and those ones, the real allure of the podcast is that we want you to participate in the action. So we watch a movie, we do a watch along. It's called a watch along. You're supposed to watch along with it. It's boring if you're not watching with us. Same thing today. If you're somehow still here and you didn't make breakfast, go rewind this episode and make breakfast. And I promise you, the experience will be enhanced that much more. But if that's not you, if you aren't even here anymore, you clicked off 2 minutes in because you said, well, what the hell, Ben's making breakfast? That sounds incredibly boring. Can't say I blame you, but that's okay. Next time, put this video back on and make breakfast. Okay? I did a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode. I said, we're making breakfast. You should make it with me. I'm sorry for getting all political in this podcast today. But listen, guys. Measles is a serious thing. All right, let me be not the first to say it. Measles is a serious thing. I know that all of us, you know, Gen Z / you know, early or later millennials some of the millennials even have grown up in a world without measles for the most part. We've grown up in a world where measles has been something we read about in history books as that thing that used to affect kids. You know, back before we had modern medicine. But let me tell you, don't get a false sense of security. Don't let it was just a flu, COVID nonsense deter you from protecting your children or yourself from this illness, because It's pretty serious, guys. It's pretty serious. It is not just the flu. It is much worse. So, go get yourself and your children a measles vaccine. All right? Because let's try to avoid an epidemic here. And I'm serious about this. I'm getting serious on this podcast. Very rarely do I get serious on this podcast, but go get yourself and your loved ones. Make sure they got that MMR in their veins. It's good for you. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to finish off these potatoes on the podcast. So let's do that together. If you made potatoes, grab the last few potatoes. Let's just finish them off together. That's good stuff. I just want to thank you for coming along with me today. It was very fun, very enlightening. And we just want, from all of us here at Barely Cool, just me today, but Judah in spirit, we just want to express our gratitude for being a part of this. So thank you so much. Thanks for making breakfast with me. And we'll see you later. Peace out. Bye-bye. No end credit scene today. There's just not going to be one, okay? Enjoy the outro music, though. That is the end credit scene in and of itself, okay? Because I'm singing it. Enjoy. Bye.
I've been barely cool for a while, cool with a wink and a smile, but I'm cooler than you are with or without, 'cause I've barely started and this is barely hard for me. Well, I'll stop myself if nobody else does. See you later, guys.